In terms of YouTube, yeah, your format is different to what's out there. And like you said, you didn't want to jump in and just blend in with everyone else.
Yeah.
What, like, was that set up in the garden or wherever? Was it already there, like, or was that purposely done for YouTube?
No, the setup was already there. So literally how it started was one day we were just training and we were just having these talks. And at the time it was like 8 men in there, but we're having serious talks. Then the same thing again and again. So one day I just said to one of my brethren, I was like, I want to try something out. Just bring the camera. So we brought the camera one day, was training, having the talks. Then next minute I've reached out to my next one. I was like, oh, I need a cameraman. So he's like, oh, there's a guy who films the London Lions games and this and that. I could reach out to him. So he's done a couple episodes for me. It was the first one with Baba Tunde and the first one with Marvin. So I posted a Tunde episode. It's done decent. And I was like, 1,000 views. I was like, shocked. The Marvin episode done well as well. So next minute, I said, it's hard to get that cameraman because 1, he lives far. 2, anytime he'd come down, I'd have to go get him from the station and all of that. So I just remembered my cameraman at the moment had been talking to me about YouTube from years prior. So he'd seen it and he said, yeah, I like the episode. I was like, oh, do you record or do anything like that? He was like, yeah, I do. Reached out, then just joined up as a team.
All right, guys, wait, hold up. So we looked at the analytics and apparently 25% of you who watch this podcast are not subscribed. Now, that doesn't make sense because if you're watching this podcast, then you clearly like it and you clearly want more. So the best way to get more is to subscribe. And guess what? Even do another thing, subscribe. Hit that little bell button and put the notifications on. So when we post this exquisite content, right, you'll get it directly in your notifications. So subscribe right now. Thank you.
And how have you found it since starting? Like you said, the first episode done better than you thought.
Yeah.
Like, what was your expectations?
Nothing.
Serious?
Yeah, because I'd said to my cameraman, when we decided to go forward with it, I was just like, the first year and a half, my aim's to get 1,000 subs. So imagine we started March last year. So a year and a half would make what, September this year. So my aim was to get 1,000 subs from then to now.
Wow.
That was the aim. I wasn't even thinking about, so that's why when it comes to this YouTube thing, a lot of people I know have been doing YouTube for years, but they haven't got as much episodes as me, even though they're meant to be like 6 years deep.
Yeah.
The reason why is they don't have the consistency, and the reason why they don't have the consistency is in their head, they just programmed to think, oh, I want the money now. When I started it, because I'd watched a lot of big YouTubers for years, my thought process was like 5 years.
Playing the long game.
Yeah, I'm like, whatever happens prior to that, my YouTube makes money, but I ain't made nothing. That's all going to my cameraman.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the moment I get, I'm just like, yeah, you take it. Like, I even pay him commission on AdSense as well. So I pay him for filming, but I pay him commission on AdSense as well. So everything, I'm just like, yeah, you take that.
Yeah.
So like, to people, it's like, yeah, YouTube, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm churning out the content, but in my head, I'm like 5 years. And another reason why I said 5 years, a lot of people don't understand with YouTube, some people blow from the jump. There's a kid that I follow called Joe Fazer, and I bumped into him walking out of my gym one day, and I was like, yeah, I rate your thing, keep going. Joe's about to hit 1 million.
Wow.
He's not been YouTubing for that long, maybe like 2 years max, I think. But his first ever video, I think, hit like 4 million views or something. It was a transformation video. Straight away, just rocketed, you know what I mean? He's an anomaly, you know what I mean? He's friends with Nathaniel Messiah, who was on my latest episode. So Joe was an anomaly. Nathaniel, the first 3.5 years, he didn't really make money. You get what I'm saying? Now he's 5 years deep. It's doing what it needs to do now.
Yeah. In terms of that, for people that don't know, I'm not too familiar with it myself.
Yeah.
How does YouTube pay? How does that work?
Okay, so it's via AdSense. You have to hit 1,000 subs and hit 4,000 watch time hours in a year. If you hit that within 1 year, then they send you email, then you could verify that email via Google AdSense. Then once they send you a PIN and you verify the PIN to your account, then when YouTube's running ads on your account, you get paid from that. But the thing about it is, not every ad pays as well. So you might have some people don't realize that having high subs and that don't necessarily mean nothing. There's some accounts that I follow that are just literally property accounts or business accounts, and they might have only like, compared to the bigger boys, they might have 50K subs. The bigger boys might have 1 million, but that account with 50K might be making as much money from ad revenue as an account that's just more about jokes. Because YouTube will see it as like, you've got a niche market. So those people, we could run a higher value ad that's been paid more, that a sponsor's paid more to YouTube. So you start getting more. So they've got things called CPMs and RPMs. And also, depending on where most of your audience is from. So let's say my channel now, that I've gone out to America and linked up with Syrian, I start picking up American audience. Right. If let's say my channel over the next year becomes 50% American, the money will be higher.
Because of American ads, or?
They pay more. Right. So America, Australia, and Canada pays more than there.
Wow.
Yeah.
What are the numbers like on YouTube, like at your current stage now?
So up until like a month ago, I was averaging about 90 to 120K views a month. At the moment, I'm on 272K in the past month. It just kind of just took another spike.
And when we talk about AdSense, does that mean every view you receive
like a little percentage? Yeah.
So if you've got one video that's doing like 10,000, they might give you half a penny on each.
So I'll give you an example. I did the video with Mike Rashid. I could even check now. The video with Mike Rashid and Simeon. Let me look.
That was a good conversation, by the way.
Yeah, the first one. Let me look. That one's on 66K views here. So if I check the analytics right now, that video has made £196.87. Then let me go further back to the video with Boost. So the video with Boost was like probably like a week prior.
Yeah.
That was on 26K views. But so the first episode with Boost. But that video's brought £175. So the Boost video is a lot stronger. Yeah.
Even though the views are
40K difference.
Yeah.
But the Boost video is a lot stronger. That's probably one of the strongest videos I've got.
Why would the ads be? Why would the payment be different then? Is that just?
I don't know. It's like maybe like YouTube saw it as what Boost was talking about was catering to a wider audience that they can draw into and monetize.
Okay.
So they start running a higher ad spend on it.
One more question on that. Yeah. So you mentioned there, like you've got a year window, right, to get like 1,000 subs.
18-month window.
18-month window.
Yeah.
You've got. So if someone's got an account and they're starting out on YouTube, if within that year or 18 months they don't reach 1,000, can they no longer receive ads, or does that start again? How does that?
No, they still have to reach the 1,000, but within a year window, the aim is to hit 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch time hours.
Okay.
You see, the thing is, a lot of people, they do YouTube and they put out short content, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, stuff like that. The other day I put out a little vlog, and that's probably like one of the, it was just random. I just threw it on randomly because it was just stuck in my phone. I was like, I'm gonna waste this.
Yeah.
But I thought I didn't promote it. I didn't push nothing out. I didn't repost it on any of my socials, put it up. But it was only 6 minutes. That's probably one of the worst videos on my channel, like views wise, because YouTube for some reason doesn't like short videos unless it's like the little shorts. They don't really like short videos. They want you to put out content like
10 minutes plus at least.
They like the longer videos. For some reason, anytime I've got longer videos, it gets amplified out there. Yeah, because also they can run more ads on a longer video.
Of course.
So they're trying to run as much ads as they can on a video. So if your audience if their retention and attention span is staying long in that video is getting pushed out there. Yeah.
So in terms of that, then do you have a goal now? Like, obviously you smashed your initial goal. Like, where's your vision now in terms of your brand and YouTube?
I see YouTube as the top of the umbrella.
Okay.
So now I started the merch, that's off the umbrella. Then in the past year, so the online training is going to be like a year, the end of August. That's off the umbrella. So everything that I'll do will be kind of pushed via YouTube. So think about YouTube's running ads on my channel, but I'm running ads on my channel. So the bigger my network becomes, the more things I'm going to be able to run off myself. So even if the YouTube income goes crazy, that's not really going to be where the real money is going to be from. The real money is going to be from the training and the merch. Because whatever the YouTube, let's say I get to a point I've got like 1 million followers. All I need is like 1,000 people to always spend minimum of £40 a month with me. So if you got 1,000 people out of 1 million buying either a t-shirt, online training, or something, that means every single month you're going to see 40k at the lowest. So think about all these big YouTubers like the Sidemen.
Yeah.
KSI. Jake Paul, Steve will do it, the Nelk Boys. That was epic. Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is a different character. He's on 100 million. So imagine 100 million people, 100,000 people spend, let's say, like every month with Mr. Beast £40.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. That's the reason why Mr. Beast could do the amount of charity work he does, because he ain't got no choice. Yeah. Like literally, if he doesn't do charity, it's gonna get wasted as tax. So he might as well.
That's true.
Bang it out. Yeah. So he bangs out like he spent like 4 million on videos, and hear the joke, yeah. Videos that he spent like that amount of money on, like the thingy game. What was that thing on Netflix, man?
Squid Games. Yeah.
He done the Squid Games on YouTube, and the video cost like 3.7 million, but the video was sponsored as well. But smart moves, yeah.
In terms of, you mentioned their online training, right? Yeah. You say March that started?
No, that started end of August last year.
And how's that been for you? Like,
it's.
Do you prefer that to in person? Is it easier? What was your reasons for?
No, I prefer it in person. But that day was more like it's more a business move, because COVID taught me that if something like that happens again and you're not online, you're lost in the sauce. You know what I mean? So you've got no choice but to be online. I rather one-on-ones, because I rather be able to see every little thing someone's doing and be able to correct it then and there. But online, everyone who took advantage of it during COVID, example, Kira London, gone. You know what I mean? Was London, gone, because they really took advantage of it. I remember Kira and Was were onto me about keeping up with the live workouts, but I couldn't do it. I had to stop, man.
No?
It was killing my body, man.
Serious?
Yeah, like my metabolism is stupid high. I remember first lockdown, I went from 16 stone to under 12 stone.
Wow.
So yeah, I ain't doing this, man.
Was that, because I dropped from like, I think I'm like 87, 88 kg right now, yeah.